740 by 760 at the current print. It is now 12:31. There's 29 minutes to the close. That's that 530 put. You can see that Google bid right here at 527.77. And in the last previous live video, we were talking about what Google had to do. It had to stay above that 526.85 bar. That's that half of that 3-minute price action bar. That's the most focus that we have to establish price action strength and or weakness in the entry. And right now, MMTs, here it is. It's at the high end of the bar right here. That was a little over a teeny breakout. And a teeny right now is 91 pennies. And you got to get above 45 on the IR, and you got to tank. I mean, run that thing up toward, let's say, 85. And this 0.15 needs to go down to 0.00 and then go positive up toward that. Right now, you can see we're up here at the high, the bar, and you can see that ratio. The calls right here, we're leveraging up here. And just so everybody knows, just like I said in the last video, the contracts that we sold, bought at $14 and sold at $18. There's our print. It's right there, MMTs. And you learned how to buy wholesale. And MMT Brian and Rick Goley were working on the entries on the put side. That's what he does. He does the put side. And you can see here, they're printed right now at 1760, and we are bidding out here again at 14.7. And the S&P, you can see where it's breaking up to that. This is 1175 put, but here we're kind of like flattening out on the Google trade. And what we have to see is that 45 IR holds, but you got to close above these last previous diamond reversals right here when we started reversing. This bar needs to be another 3-minute teeny breakout bar like this was. Each line is 91 pennies today, and you want to see a ascending penny price action breakout, and you have to elevate north of 55 here to keep that move going. And we have to break these diamond top highs. We got resistance bars on the way up right here at 528.99. This is it right here. 528.99 is the bar. Right there. So right here, this half bar at 528.41, this green bar.
Do you want to keep the bid at 1470?
You're talking about on the S&P?
Or on the bid, yeah.
All right. Drop the bid and see who's behind it. That's the same one we just sold at $18. That's the 1175, and you're back up above 1172.50 on the S&P. You damn right. Come off the bid.
I did.
All right, so
They're
you got someone else there. I'll tell you what you do now. Put this bid out here in case we maintain that price above 1172.50. Let's drop this bid down here to 12.70. Let's get it on right now. And once again, let's get it on. It's the same one that we just sold at $18, and that print right there was our entry. And the thing about it is...
Are you going to try to do the same thing?
Well, I am going to do the same thing. I just put a bid out there.
Great.
So, yes, to answer your question, and I'm diamond popping right here. And I talked about Google having to take out certain price action bars. And you're at 528.93, 94. He's trying to get me a bid pop, but he slid that bid. What is that half bar? What is... No, put it out to sell. In this case, if it keeps popping, put that out to sell right now, $13.10. But you're not popping north of 55 here, and you just hit a diamond reversal. And you drop a little bit, 60 or 40 pennies wide, 30 pennies wide, 40 pennies wide. So that's in the 520 call. The thing about it is, I got to get north of 55 here, and this has got to go down towards 00. Otherwise, I'm not going to break above it. And the half bar that you got to be aware of, and I'm going to tell you again, It's going to be this green half bar right here at 528.48. And it's 528.26 by 528.24.
1173.01 on.
Watch that half bar on Google. Watch that half bar. You gotta go ratio above, ascending above half bar. Can't fall below it like it's trying to do right here. And that's a diamond top. That makes it where the contracts can pull back, but let's see what it does. It's at 46. Got to maintain 45. Here you go. You got that bid pop on that diamond, but you got to take out that previous diamond high. Let's get this a little bit more up here for everybody so that you can see this Google trade. Yes, you can. The thing about it is, I kind of rearrange it for you. You got to get a closing above that diamond pop where it popped here. So you got that diamond. So the next diamond, you got to take out these other half bars. And this is going to be 529.97. That's going to be where that teeny consolidation bar was prior to this big breakdown bar. And we're coming up to this half bar at the moment. This is going to be 529.55 pennies. So let's go ahead and get this up in the video. The indexes are starting to sell off. That's a reversal. You don't want to see that at the high. And 529.55, but you have to maintain above that other half bar that we had talked about. And that was this one right here at 5. This one's going to be 527.86. This one. Okay. And these diamonds, in order to get up here, you're going to have to get north of 65 here. This has got to come down toward 0.0 and then go into 0.1 positive toward 0.26. And you would break higher in the teenies in that case. So it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, I'm a market maker between the public and the buyers and the sellers and the high frequency machines. It doesn't matter. I know what's giving me my price support. And I can see that my lower diamond is where that diamond pop was in this very little 3 minute, 6 minute. The problem is it's 2 penny narrow range. We have exactly 22 minutes to the closing bell with a double diamond area and a narrow penny range at a high risk teeny support line. Here we go. Here we go with the bid pop. This is at Google Trade that we've been in. And here is that. We got bids out below the market. Here we are. So take this bid down to $12.70 now. This is the one we bought at $14 and sold at $18, everybody. Okay, there's our one print at $18, and our print was $14, and now we get to buy lower again. S&P is going up toward that 1175 handle, which will take the bids down here. Put that bid down there, and then confirm it. And I'm going to tell everybody that there's 15 minutes to the closing bell, and I'm going to tell everybody that you are above that half bar, 529.16, here and now on Google.
NASDAQ is 98.
Breaking out.
Look, 98. You're thromboning. I'm breaking out on Apple. You were just at that half bar and you dropped rapidly in that Google. You dropped below it. You dropped below it. You were just up there. Now watch the IR in Google. Watch the IR. There's that bid pop. Here. There it is. But you got to get back above that half bar. You have to clear this half bar. That's going to be this half bar. You got to get above the half bar. Okay? 529 and some change is a half bar. Okay? Here's 528. 529.55. 529.55 right there. That's that half bar right here. And right here, you can see you fell below it. It got up there, and there's a diamond, and it's holding that half bar. And there are those calls at 12 by 12.20 on that 520 in the money, trading at options, expiration 917. Yeah, there it is. There it is on that Dow at 62 handles. There it is. We came right up to that 1175 on the S&P. Right here and right now. And we're trading that 1175 put option. Okay, there's that Google trade right here. it's still a piece of the bid and ask is right here. So that's what you want to see. You want to see that diamond stay above that half diamond, and you got to clear 529.55, and you're selling at 528.93. Here it is. There's the ask at 529. You're 55 pennies away from getting above that half bar, and you can clearly see it right now. You can clearly see it right now. You can clearly
53
see
on Google.
that right now. You got to clear 529.55, and you're still below it. 528. Look at that, selling down that bid. That's why the call contracts drop down into the pocket. But look at that S&P holding up there at 1175. Look at this half bar right here. You got an immediate green bar that must come into play because you are closing below the price. Yes, you are. 528.40 by 65. This is going to be the main culprit. That's going to be the main part of this run. And this support bar right here, my goodness, this is 528.35. 528.35 where the diamond supportive. Half of the SMF Pro Action bar, you're above it. Look at the Pinio ratio. You're right there at 529. You got to clear the 529.55 for that breakout. Look at that triple diamond SMF market maker triple diamond. But hey, listen, you got to hold that half bar, but you need a big pop in the green side, meaning that you need to see the buyer step in immediately next to it. Here it is live, and we're 12 minutes to the closing bell. And the thing about it is that we must clear.
I'm on the bid of 1220.
On the what now?
On the 1175 put.
Oh, right here, you're at, 1270 by 1560. This is the one that we paid 14. Ain't nobody printed below that market. You're 1175.02. I'm going to tell you what to do. Take him out. Try to buy that there right now, 1280. Here it is live. I've got exactly 12 minutes.
Oh, 13 came in.
Well, I'm sorry. There is a reversal point. So throw that 1310. It's the same guy. Take him out. Take him up there to 1310. Here we are right now to 1310 by 1570. 14 was the low SMF print. We're watching that Google, and we're watching that 529 handle that we keep telling people about. That's going to be that half bar above. Once again, that's going to be that 529.55 handle. Say 529.55 handle.
That guy came in 10 cents ahead of me.
Apple's rolling over.
Okay, go 1380 and then walk him up and then get back below it. You're closing, buddy. You're two handles below the 75.
Yeah, he
now.
just came in 1390.
Okay.
After I came
Somebody
in
just got hit at $14 at two contracts.
Yeah, that was before.
That's at 1548, Brian Plain.
That was 5 minutes ago, man.
I know it.
I've been watching it. I know.
But you're breaking below it. Now put that shit up there at 1460. If someone just went 1470, 15, you're breaking
50.
down. Too bad. Too late. We didn't get hit. So what? That's okay. I just want people to know on Google you did not go above that half bar. And there ain't no victory until you do. And anything below it, this piece of shit is weak. Excuse my language. The buyer and the seller, the robot is what I'm calling that name, by the way. He's just going to sell down the bid. That's who I'm talking about as a piece of crap. It's a robot. That's what the robot is doing. Because he got up there, and when it didn't get up above my half bar, he started selling down the bid again. And you'll take another run, maybe. Just like you did before. But that's just the way that this closing bell is. He ran that thing up and kissed that 1175, man, and dropped 3 handles. And that's why this bid and this ask had changed. Man. The closing bell is going to be there. I'm not sure, but listen, half bar is going to be 55 cents, and here it is. And this ratio at 0.5 must go to 0.1 and higher to break up in these all-time highs in the last 60 seconds of one of the greatest entries again. And not only that, my friends, the contracts here are 1230 by 1260 now, and they're going higher into the close. The put option is going lower. We're going to close in less than a minute now, and that's that 530 put, and we're breaking above that half bar. How do you like that? Well, not quite. We're below it. It's 35 by 46 pennies. You got to close above that, and that's right there. So once again, here we are concluding the closing bell. The options right up here got as high as 1270 on the ask. That's the close on the Dow, and we went through that last live 15-minute closing bell bar live with our MMTs as always as they make a market. And the thing about it is that we traded just the way that it should be, and we did get the lows, and we did get out at the exits when reversals were going to happen. And when the S&P came down toward the 1166 handle toward our half bar, it didn't want to break it on the S&P, and it came all the way back up to 1175. So we were able to get out of the highs over here that we showed everyone. $18 print, that was us. And a $14 entry. Never did trade lower than $14. And I'm out to buy right now in the last 11 minutes. You stay open 15 minutes after the closing bell on S&P index options.